Hello, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is Tribe Week in Simulation Baseball. We will be recapping offline games from the Baltimore Orioles visit to Cleveland and the Toronto Blue Jays visit to Cleveland. And the first offline game was Jake Westbrook against Steve Traxel, and the Orioles got out early and kind of often. After a one-out Melvin Mora single, Nick Markakis with a two-run homer, 2-0 Orioles. And in the third, Brian Roberts led off with a home run. That put the Orioles up 3-0. They would go up 4-0 on a Jay Payton one-out solo home run. After 3.5, it's 4-0 Orioles, but the Indians would come back in the fourth inning. Grady Sizemore lead off single, then back-to-back walks to Casey Blake and Travis Hafner loaded the bases. And then Victor Martinez was hit by a pitch, and that brought in Sizemore 4-1. And then the next batter, Ryan Garco, with a deep fly ball to center. It was caught, but that brought home Casey Blake 4-2 Orioles. But the Orioles would add another one in the fifth. Leadoff walk to Roberts. He promptly stole second. He goes to third on a fly ball to right. And then with two outs, Miguel Tejada with an RBI single. That puts the Orioles up 5-2. The Indians would come back in the bottom of the fifth. One out single by Josh Barfield. And then Casey Blake rips a double with two outs. And Barfield gets on his horse and scores 5-3 Indians. And then they come back in the bottom of the sixth and get within a run with a leadoff home run by Victor Martinez. And then Traxel would get out of that inning. He'd go six, give up 4 earned runs, and that would be enough for the win, as you'll see later. He walked one but didn't strike anybody out. Then we go to the top of the eighth, and disaster strikes for the Indians. Aaron Foltz comes in and was not much relief. He got Jay Payton to ground out, then a walk to Jay Gibbons, a single to Ramon Hernandez, and then an RBI single by Corey Patterson. And that would spell the end for Foltz. Then Roberto Hernandez came in. He walks Brian Roberts. And then Melvin Mora with a two-run single. And then Nick Markakis with an RBI ground out. They would get 4 in the inning and go up 9-4. Let's see. They would bring in, or they keep Parrish in to start the eighth. Then they brought, they brought Guthrie in to start the eighth. And then with one out, Ryan Garco with a single. Ground out to Nixon moves Garco to second. And then Johnny Peralta with an RBI single, 9-5, and that would be it for the scoring. Traxel gets the win, Westbrook gets the loss, and that would put the Indians' record to 7-13. The next game was on the channel. It was Eric Bedard and Jeremy Sowers. Good game. You want to go back and watch it? Go for it. And then the final game of the series, and now I thought we had Jarrett Wright with the Yankees. He actually pitched 3 starts for the Orioles this year. Injuries kept him down, and then you could sort of see why elsewhere. He went up against Fausto Carmona, and then in the bottom of the first, it did not take long. David DeLucci, one out solo home run, 1-0. And then a double by Travis Hafner, a walk to Victor Martinez, and with 2 outs, Johnny Peralta goes Earl Weaver special with a 3-run homer, 4-0 after 1. The Indians added another run in the third after a leadoff one-out walk to Johnny Peralta. Shin-Soo Choo walked and put runners on first and second. And then an error by Melvin Mora loaded the bases after a pop-out by Josh Barfield. Grady Sizemore walked with the bases loaded, 5-0 Indians. The Orioles get a run in the top of the fourth with Nick Markakis with a solo home run, 5-1. But the Indians put 3 more in the bottom of the fourth. Back-to-back doubles by Hafner and Martinez, scoring Hafner. And then Trot Nixon with a double. This is after Jeremy Guthrie came in. That closed the book for Jarrett Wright. He went 3 innings, gave up 6 out of the 7 runs he gave up were earned. And then after the Nixon double, Johnny Peralta singled, and that scored Trot Nixon 3 in the inning, putting the Indians up 8-1. But trouble came in the top of the 5th. Leadoff single by Corey Patterson. Paul Bacco struck out, and then Brian Roberts singled. Melvin Mora reached on an air, and what do you know? Nick Markakis again, grand slam, 5th RBI on the day, and the Orioles have life at 8-5. They'd had another run in the 8th. Jay Gibbons with a leadoff home run off of Fernando Cabrera. That made it 8-6. The Indians would add a run in the bottom of the 8th. This is off of Chad Bradford. Yes, the former side armor from the Oakland A's Moneyball team. A leadoff single by Hafner goes to third on a Victor Martinez single, and then Trot Nixon grounds into a double play, scoring Hafner. The Indians tried to rally, but fell short, second and third, and then Casey Blake struck out. And then Joe Borowski comes in, and thankfully it was more than a 1-run lead, because with 2 outs, Nick Markakis added his 3rd home run and 6th RBI. In fact, he drove in all the runs that were possible. Patterson had scored on the air. So 9-7, but the Indians do hang on to win. Carmona gets the win going 7. He only allowed, we'll say that the 4 runs were unearned. So he only gave up 1 earned run in 7 innings. And then Joe Borowski pitched the 9th for the save. All right, and now we move to game number 23. This is A.J. Burnett and CC Sabathia, and to say that this was a throwback day, we'll say. We'll go start with the bottom of the 2nd. Ryan Garco with a 2-out double, and then Johnny Peralta followed with a 2-run homer, his 3rd of the year. 2-0 Indians. And the only other scoring was in the 6th inning, 1-out walk to David DeLucci and Travis Hafner with his 4th of the year. 4-0. And that was it. I let Burnett go the distance. He pitched 32 batters. It's a nice start. You should be able to go that far. And then CC Sabathia went 32 batters. A.J. Burnett went 30 batters. So that's 3 over the minimum, essentially. So, or actually, no, that's 6 over the minimum because he only went 8 innings. So, but still, there's your classic baseball game for those that think that there are too many pitching changes. Sabathia went the distance, 9 innings, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. All right, and game number 24, the last of the offline games. This is Victor Zambrano against Jake Westbrook. And the Indians got to Zambrano early. Leadoff single by Sizemore. He stole second. DeLucci walked, and so did Travis Hafner. And then an RBI triple by, or as Beatles eternally likes to say, triple for Victor Martinez. Indians up 3-0. Ryan Garco, 2 batters later, singled home Martinez. And it's 4-0. Indians. The Blue Jays would get out in the top of the 3rd. Alex Rios with the leadoff single. Adam Lind walked. And after Vernon Wells flew out, Frank Thomas with an RBI single cut the Jays deficit to, this was the top of the 3rd, sorry. Top of the 3rd. 4-1. Lyle Overbay came up with 1st and 2nd with 1 out, but grounded into a double play. And the Indians would grab momentum after that. Bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs, Ryan Garco leadoff single, and Johnny Peralta with a 2-run homer, his 4th of the year, and Casey Blake would follow up after that with a home run of his own, his 5th of the year, 7-1, and nothing much happened until the 8th inning. They decided to let Roberto Hernandez come in. Shoddy defense by the Indians. Leadoff error. Goes to second on a walk. And then a fielder's choice put Vernon Wells on third. And then Troy Gloss with a sacrifice fly. That's 7-2. And then in the ninth, Fernando Cabrera came on. And with one out, Sal Fasano, the catcher, with a one-out home run. 7-3, and that's your final. Westbrook goes 6. He walked 5 and struck out 2, so not very good on the control there. Zambrano went 3 innings, giving up the 7 runs, and gets the loss. All right, the final game of the schedule was Cliff Lee against Dustin McGowan. I had that on the channel, and you can go back and watch that if you like. All right, so the next up on the channel is the next start in the Mike McCormick starts replay. It is McCormick facing the Pirates and Bob Veal with the start. The next game is undetermined for the Indians, but they will travel to Baltimore to face the Orioles. So I will let you know about that at the end of the McCormick start. All right, everybody, thank you for watching my Tribe Weekend Simulation Baseball. Please hit the like button, and if you have not already subscribed and would like to, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good night, everybody.